All right. So, am I in the frame?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. Probably you won't be able to hear me too well, but you might when, because I don't have those fancy microphones. But we're going to just ignore that and give it a try, okay? Very non-professional. So, good morning. We are on day 4 of 5. And today we're going to finish up learning the 5 elements. So, we're going to learn the 5th element and review, of course. Yesterday we did number 4. So, we will review number 4 and finish up with the 5th, which is actually one that I really love, Earth. And then we are in Badwan Jin. We did yesterday, we did 4, owl looking backward, and 5, I forgot to tell you the name, dog wags its tail. So that's what we did yesterday. And today we're going to do the forward bend. I don't even know the name for the 7th. I don't have a name. I don't have a name for 7 and 8. I really better look it up. But we'll learn 6 and 7 for sure, and maybe we'll leave 8 for tomorrow because that's a lot to learn. Okay, so let's start with our warm-up. Or let's start first, hands over our lower dantian, taking 3 breaths, breathing in. The wonderful chi. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, releasing all of your stale, old energy. Bringing in the fresh and new. Seems to me I could stand here and just breathe for a long time. But we're going to get moving. Make sure that your feet are more or less even. It's a little challenging on the grass, but well worth it. So we're going to start moving from the center. And if at any point the sun gets too much, you want to adjust yourself, move yourself, feel free. Absolutely, you are not, just like we adapt and adjust our movements, you can adapt and adjust your places. Everybody's different. Notice how some people like sun, other people crave shade. And we're going to begin to tap. And chest. And what you'll probably notice is that every day is different. You think you have the same body, and well, you do. But every day you wake up and, oh, this hurts today, or good morning to that. So just note what's feeling good today and what's not. Just note it. And over the shoulders. If you want to place in the shade back there, there's more shade over on the side. Whatever suits you. But there's plenty of shade over here on the side. So if the sun gets too much, just move. And then back down. And slowly back. Feel free to find some shade. There's really good shade over there if you want. And we're going to do water waves. Feeling all the chi coming up from that water. Just breathing, feeling it. Before we even get started, let's do cloud hands. Remember we did cloud hands the other day? So your palms are facing you and you're pulling the chi across. You know, you could really use any exercise to warm up. Just feels like this is the right one this morning to kind of throw in. Just pull the chi across. Pull it across and just gracefully breathe in and out. And feel like a real chi master, right? You feel like you really got it when you do this one. Wow. You can slow it down or do it quicker. Whatever suits you. Just make sure you keep breathing. Okay. And we'll continue with our warm-up. We're going to start shifting the weight on the bottoms of our feet. And go in the other direction. Okay, and put your feet together and say hello to your knees and give them a nice massage. And circle. Okay. And now the wide stance, the horse stance. And we're going to go from the hips. Circling, exhale, inhale, and in the other direction. Sometimes you can hear your back crack. And then feet a little closer together and from the waist. Inhale as you go back. Exhale forward. Inhale. And in the other direction. Inhale and exhale. Okay, go from the neck, we'll circle with the neck, or half circle. Inhale, exhale as you go forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One last time. Inhale, exhale, and inhale. And let's do one circle in each direction if you can, and if you prefer not to, don't. And now shoulder to the, ear to the shoulder. This way I always remember to say good morning. How are you doing? How'd you sleep last night? Did you enjoy the ballet? Yeah. Ear to the other shoulder. That was really something. This is when I say Boker Tov, good morning in Hebrew. Boker Tov. Okay. And we're up to this Tarzan. It's good. All right. And we're going to pat down the yin meridians and up the yang. You know, yin and yang is that symbol that you often see associated with Qigong or Tai Chi. So sometimes mistakenly, yin is called female and yang is called male. But it's not really male and female. It's more light and dark, in and out. And it plays a really prominent place in traditional Chinese medicine. And I think also probably in Qigong, if you learn the philosophy about it. But we'll just mention. We're going down the yin and up the yang. And now we're on the kidneys. Here's our kidneys, just to show you what they look like up here. The batteries of the soul, of the body, maybe the soul. Actually, in Jewish tradition, there's a lot of wisdom in the kidneys. So, on your backside, and down on the outside, which is the yang, and up the yin, and down the yang, up, down, up. Let's do one more. Down, just waking everything up. And let's bounce on our heels, shake it out. And if it's a little hard for you to do the heels, then lock your feet and just shake. Shake it out. And don't worry what you look like. Just close your eyes and nobody sees you. Shake it all out. Okay, and stop. And feel all that wonderful chi. Take a breath. And another breath. Okay, let's do a little bit of chi for our faces. This is called the free facelift. I don't know if it's working, but but it is free. Wash your face and chi. And your temples. Sometimes you wake up with a lot of things on that brain. Okay. Take your 2 index fingers and press. And around. And down by your nostrils, press and circle. under your nose, side, under your mouth, behind your earlobes. This all should feel reasonably good. And now take your two fingers together and massage your ears up and down, opening up all of the meridian points that are on your ears, neck. Oh, that feels good. And let's comb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. And massage your neck. Did we do that already? We did. We're doing it again. And big hug. Pat yourself on the back. You woke up this morning. You got here. You're doing something really good for yourself and for your body. Other direction. Okay. And I feel like we forgot something, but I don't know what. So just put one hand over the other on your lower dantian. Breathe in. You can imagine that ball of chi right below your navel and a couple centimeters in. Expanding in every direction as you bring the breath all the way down. And don't forget to smile. Bring a smile up to your lips. And open your eyes. And we're going to do the 5-element practice. What I'm going to do is teach you first the 5th element, and then we'll do the entire series, okay? You asked me to review the 4th. I'm going to review the 4th also, okay? So the 4th is fire, just to review what we learned yesterday. I'm just demonstrating. We're bringing up the chi, making kind of the shape of a heart right over our chest, pushing down. This is all on the inhale. So now you have a full inhale. And okay, that was number 4. Number 5 is the earth element, and it's related to the spleen. It's connected to the spleen and the stomach. And as you might imagine, this exercise is a very grounding exercise. I tell my students that this is the go-to exercise if you're feeling anxious, okay? And I think it really works. So, what you do, just watch first, and then we'll do it together. You start here, and you breathe in. Inhale. So you're in a big inhale here. You're not going to stop. I'm just demonstrating so that you see. My chest is open, my back is open. And then as I begin the exhale, I gather in the chi. So it's inhale, exhale. It's like one big circle, gathering the earth, gathering the globe. Think about it any way you like. Exhale. You start the exhale about over here, but it's a flowing movement, so you'll see yourselves. Inhale. So let's do it together. Inhale and exhale. And you don't really have too much. It's more of a rocking motion. You'll notice that rocking motion on your feet. As you inhale, you're back on your heels. As you exhale, you're going forward a little bit. And you're kind of moving back and forth. Inhale. Well, actually, I think I got that wrong. Let's see. Right, I got that wrong. As you inhale, you're on your toes more. You're not on your toes. You're just shifting the weight. Okay? Exhale, you're going back. And if that's too complicated for you, just let it go. It's going to happen naturally. So just focus on the inhale and the exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And you see what you do, you're actually, it's almost like stroking your belly. So it really is self-soothing. It really is. And it's very grounding. You know, sometimes you get caught up in your thoughts and they take you places you don't want them to take you. Get up and do 10 of these. You're going to feel much better. You're going to feel grounded. You're going to just feel better. So that's the earth element. And the color of earth, some people say it's yellow, some people say it's brown, so I say yellow-brown. Brownish yellow. Okay. If we think about it, we've also learned the healing sounds for metal, which was sss. I'll remind you of it all. And we learned the healing sound for wood, which is those are the two, and we learned the healing sound for fire, which is ha. We did that when we went, you know, we brought it up. That's the healing sound for fire. So there's a healing sound both for water and for earth. But I can tell it to you, but we don't have to do it. The healing sound for earth is actually very easy if you speak Hebrew. It's a guttural sound, so it's anybody speak Hebrew, it's the chet. You get it right from the back of your throat. In English, you don't have that sound at all. So it's a little hard sometimes to produce, and I wouldn't worry about it. So we're going to start from the beginning. We're going to do all 5 elements, and I can't tell you exactly how many times we'll do each one. I don't count. I just do what feels right. So you're just going to have to go along with me, whatever feels right. So we're starting with, still don't have my feet quite, there we go. First, check your stance. Make sure your knees are slightly bent, your tailbone tucked in slightly, just slightly. Your chin tucked slightly, your head pulled up as if by a string, your hands to the sides, and we're going to start with metal. Inhale and exhale. And just let the breath lead. The hands will just float along. Focus on the breath. And if you want to add the healing sound, you can on the exhale. You don't have to open too wide, just, you're not stretching to the extreme, you're just opening as far as your hands take you and floating them back. Let's do one more. Let's stand with the white chi of the metal element. the earth, of the water element, the blue chi of the water element. Remember, hands don't go too high, just up to the level of your kidneys so that the kidney meridians can open and flow. Inhale, exhale. And again, let the breath lead the movement, flowing movement. You might notice also a little bit of rocking back and forth. Let's do two more. Last one. Let's stand with the blue chi of the water element. And now we're moving on to wood. So if you need to adjust your feet, adjust them. Hands on your inner knees. And we're going to breathe in and slowly come back. And as we get to the end of this move, don't forget the twist. We're twisting. There you go. And exhale. This movement is less flowing. It kind of stops there. So inhale. Back. Twist. And exhale. And again. Just look up into the wood. This is connected to the liver meridians, and the healing sound is transforming anger into generosity. The truth. Okay, one more time. You can make it a little bit smaller as you close this one up. And let's stand with the green chi of the wood element. If you need to shake out your legs, shake them out. And let's move into fire. Fire element. Full inhale and exhale. That's kind of the way fire is, isn't it? last one. This is where my teacher would always shake out his legs. Ooh, and he said that he was shaking it out because there's so much yang in that one. But for me, I'm shaking it out because my knees are feeling like really tight. So sometimes that happens when you're standing for a long time. So shake it out, and we're going to do, if anybody needs to sit, feel free. There's 2 extra chairs here, or you can go get another chair. So feel absolutely, there's 3 chairs, so go for it. If you want to, no problems. And we're going to do the earth element now. So inhale, exhale. Do 2 more. Everybody's doing it really good. Okay, and let's stand with the yellow-brown chi of the earth element connected to the stomach and the spleen. Feeling grounded. Okay, and let's gather the chi somehow. Gather and bring it down. And gather and bring it down. And one more time. Put one hand over the other. Breathing in and out. In and out. And before we go into Badwan Jin, let's also do another standing meditation. I'm really having troubles today with my feet here. Hugging a tree. So make sure your shoulders are down. And you can count, if you want, you can count 10 breaths to yourself, or if you just want to stand here, just breathing and looking off into the distance without counting, that's also terrific. Make sure your knees are slightly bent, and I'm going to be quiet. Okay, take one last breath. Again, you can gather the chi and bring it down. There's never too much breathing into the lower dantian. It's always a good transition. Okay. If you found that hugging the tree was hard up here, you can do it lower. And it's also something that builds up with time. That your stamina for doing it really builds up with time. But it's like a meditation. It's just that you're standing. And it's supposed to build wonderful chi. So, chi being the life force, that vital life force. Okay. So, we are on Badwan Jin, right? And shall we review? I'm just thinking how we should do this. I'm going to teach you number 6 now, and then we'll review the entire thing, okay? Well, no, I'm going to review 4 and 5, and then we're going to add 6, and then we'll see where we are. So 4, if you remember, is owl looking backward, and we gather the chi. On the inhale, we push down and turn our heads to the side. And then exhale, turn our heads to the other side. Now, which element does that remind you of? Does it remind you of any element that you just learned?
That bow and arrow.
No, I think it reminds you, it's supposed to remind you of the earth element. Right? That gathering. Exhale. And we're pressing the earth. Okay, that's number 4. Owl looking backward. And now, number 5. Dog wags its tail. Feet pointed out. And remember here, we're doing something different with our breathing. Instead of breathing out as we round our back, we're breathing in as we round our back. It's exactly the opposite. It's called, again, reverse abdominal breathing. It's not important to remember the name. Just important to remember that it's the opposite of everything we've done. Because all the time, every time we've breathed in, we've been kind of like this. And this time we're breathing in and we're going like this. Okay, so keep that in mind. Hands on your knees. We're going to breathe in and twist. And if you can, look through the window that your elbow and arm make. And then come back. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And now, for number 6, put your feet back into the parallel position. You're still kind of down, right? You're still down. Let your hands hang and come up slowly. And that is going to get us ready for number 6. Number 6 is called bending forward. Doesn't have a really good name. If you can come up with a good name, snake bending forward. I don't know. Anyway, you bring up your hands on the inhale. Go up on your tippy toes if you can. Full inhale. Bang your heels down and let your hands pull you forward on the exhale. And if it's hard for you to go all the way down or you get dizzy, so don't do it, okay? Simply don't do it. Figure out what you can do. And once you're down here, you want to release your neck and you want to hang. And let your hands kind of move back and forth gently. Just let them swing. Hang out here. Just enjoy being down. Enjoy the feeling of blood rushing to your head. And then when you're ready, start breathing in and coming up. Okay? Now some people really do get dizzy when they go down. So you need to know what's right for you. Okay? If you get dizzy, don't panic. Just stop and bring in the chi and bring it down. And that usually settles people. So I'm just saying, go easy. If this is not a comfortable exercise for you, don't do it, or make a modification, or do the stretching up part and don't do the bending forward part. So just do what's right for you, okay? Okay, so we do that 3 times. We've done it once. Let's do it again. Up on your tippy toes, and then bang your heels, just like we bang them in the beginning in the warm-up, and let your hands pull you forward. Feel like your hands are pulling you forward as you exhale, and you go down, hang out down there. I'm going to watch you guys. Wonderful. You can swing your hands. Make sure your necks, see if you can release your neck. Just pay attention. Try to release your neck. And then come up slowly, slowly, slowly. Beautiful. Okay, good then. It's easy. For some people it's really challenging, and it usually feels pretty good. So that's number 6. I'm going to teach you, we're on a roll. I'm going to teach you number 7. Number 7 I love. You'll see why. This is the psychologist part of me. That's why I also like Earth, by the way. So this one, I don't even know what the name of it is. But what you do is you gather the chi. Just watch me first, okay? Gather the chi in your hands. Make fists. You bring your fists to your hip bones. Okay? Stand really big and tall, chest out. So, of course, we're on the inhale here. What we've done is we've gathered the chi on the inhale. Standing tall, strong, like a warrior. Okay? And then, everything you want to get rid of, let it all come up and send it away. Okay? So we're going to do it once to one side, once to the other side. And we do that 3 times. So let's do that. Gather the chi. Bring your fists back to your hip bones. And again. I've gotten rid of a lot of good stuff. This way.
Not bad stuff?
What?
Not bad stuff?
No, bad stuff. I mean, it was good getting a...
Yeah, right.
That's what I meant. Inhale. Let it all come up. Old stuff, new stuff. For months, I worked on an old boss.
Yeah. It's like sneezing, sort of.
Right. And now, don't you feel much lighter? Yeah. Okay, so that was number 7. I'm debating, should we do 8? Is it too much like brain power to do 8, or just bring it on? We'll do it. We'll do it, and that way we'll be able to practice tomorrow the whole thing. Okay, so number 8 actually has 4 parts. And 6 was easy, right? 6 was the bending forward. That was easy, right? 7 is pretty different, pretty easy also. 8, it's not that it's so complicated. It's just that it has 4 parts, okay? And it reminds me a lot of the earth element. And you'll see why. So, I'm going to demonstrate, and I'm going to count. So there's a breathing in, an inhale, an exhale, an inhale, an exhale. 4 parts to it. 2 inhales, 2 exhales. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And we're going to push down and inhale. And then we're going to exhale. And then we're going to do big inhale, up on our tippy toes and push down. Bounce down on our heels and big exhale. Okay, again, 4 parts. Inhale, exhale, inhale, big inhale, and down, and exhale. When my teacher taught it, the way he explained it is it's the first inhale and exhale are a little bit moderated. They're not like full yang, full yin. So you're doing it, but you're not like, okay? So you're doing kind of gentle. But by the second time, it's really big. Now your chest is really open. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale on your tippy toes. Exhale. Good. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Up on your tippy toes. And down. And that is the entire form. That is the 8th movement. So we have done that in 4 days. Big pat on the back. And now what we'll do is we have time. We're going to do the entire series. If you get lost, if you say, I don't remember that, I can't do that, just do whatever comes. It doesn't matter if you don't have it exactly right. Really. There is no exactly right. Believe me, this form, or the way I do this form, is not exactly right either. It's kind of the way I learned it and the way I teach it. And if you need to adapt something, if something is not comfortable for you, I say it again and again and again, but it's really important. Adapt so that it's comfortable for you, so that you can do it. Anybody who wants to do it seated can do it seated, okay? If your knees are bothering you, if you've stood for too long, listen to your body. Listen, okay? Okay, so here we go. Number 1. What I'll try to do is direct you on the first one, and then we'll do 2 in silence, because that's really nice. Exhale. Small inhale if you need. Exhale. Push up the heavens. And bring down the chi on the slow exhale. And we'll do 2 more. Number 2. Three. Number 2, the archer. Gather the chi, pull back your bow, send your arrows on the inhale. Exhale starts and we turn our head. Other direction. You guys are looking great. Exhale. And now we're going to do 2 more series in each one in each direction. Inhale. Exhale as you open. And number 3, touching the heavens and earth. We have our ball of chi. Inhale. Don't have to go too high. You could, but you don't have to. Inhale as your hand goes up. Exhale. inhale, make sure your bottom hand is pressing down. And there's a slight bend in your knees as you come down. I don't know if you notice it. You're kind of going up and down a little bit as you do this. Okay. Number 4. Owl looks backwards. Gather the chi. Inhale. Push down. Pull up your perineum. Remember that. Pull in your stomach. And exhale. And turn to the other direction. Pulling it all up and in. And exhale. Inhale. Inhale. We have one more in each direction. I lost count. We'll do one more. Okay. And now we have dog wags its tail, feet pointing out. Hands on the knees. And breathing in and rounding our backs. And then breathing out. Twist. In. Out. Go as low as feels good to you. Feel that nice twist in your back. When you finish, put your feet in the parallel position, coming up slowly. Now number 6, stretch up on your tippy toes. Full inhale, and start going down, letting your hands pull you forward. Feel that motion being pulled forward from your hands, going down, releasing your neck, shaking it out, and when you're ready, coming back up. We'll do 2 more times of that. Up on your tippy toes. Shake it out. Release your neck. And bring it back up. And those of you who want to do a 3rd time, up, up, down on your heels. Let your hands pull you forward. And this is where I'm going to watch you. Okay, release your neck. And try to release your neck. Make sure your knees are bent. If your knees are bent, it's no pressure on your back. So make sure your knees are bent in this one. And come back up. Okay, great. And number 7. Gather the chi on the inhale. Big inhale. Strong. And again. Okay. And number 8, four parts to it. 1, inhale. 2, exhale. 3, Qigong. Down on your heels. Gather the chi on the exhale. Up on your toes, push down. Good. And down on your heels. Gather. And last time, push down gently. Round your back on the exhale. Up on your tippy toes. Here you really press down. Ooh, sometimes you lose it. Down on your heels. Gather the chi. Okay, and now we want to help the chi settle. So we're going to gather and bring it down. We'll do that 3 times. Down. And we'll do the final balancing exercise, hand by your dantian, gathering up one side and coming down the middle, all 3 energy centers, aligning. Inhale. Last time to each side. Let's put one hand over the other. Take a few breaths and imagine the chi reaching every single cell in our body, bringing healing, bringing vitality, energy, joy, hope. And have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. And we did it. Hey. Hey. All 8. So I'm going to go see what the game